grab your fedora and brush off the sand, because today we are embarking on a true archaeological adventure. In this explainer, we're going to uncover the secrets of one colossal stone that literally rewrote our entire understanding of the ancient Near East. We're talking about the famous Merneptah Stele, sometimes known as the Israel Stele. Let's dive right in.
Our journey drops us deep into the unforgiving sands of ancient Egypt, over 3,200 years ago. Now that's not just some random number. It's our gateway to a lost world. Picture it, a world of mighty empires, pharaohs ruling with iron fists, and monumental secrets carved deep into stone meant to last for eternity. That is the epic backdrop for one of the most incredible discoveries of the ancient world.
To really map out this artifact's epic journey, let's look at its timeline. The story kicks off in 1208 BCE, when the stele is first carved. Then we fast forward to 1896, the golden age of explorers. The massive stone is dramatically unearthed in a ruined temple in Thebes, feeling exactly like the start of a quest for lost treasure. And finally, we track it to its resting place today, the Cairo Museum.
Part 1. The Giant Stone from Egypt. Before we start cracking any ancient codes, we have to grasp the sheer scale of this artifact. We aren't talking about some tiny clay tablets you can slip into your pocket. This is a massive, towering monument, over 3 meters tall. It was commissioned by Pharaoh Merneptah, who, by the way, was the son of the legendary Ramses II in the late 13th century BCE. Basically, this giant slab of rock was an ancient billboard. Its sole purpose? To brag. Merneptah wanted the whole world to know about his glorious military conquests, immortalizing them in stone.
Now, if we look at the actual text on the stone, things get really interesting. The vast majority of this massive inscription is actually just the pharaoh boasting about defeating the Libyans. But then, right near the end, the text shifts. It becomes a veritable treasure map of conquests in Canaan. We see places like Ashkelon, Gezer, Yanoam. And then, right there, for the very first time outside of biblical texts, we see the name Israel.
Which brings us to the climax of our historical mystery, Part 2, the famous inscription about Israel.
Let's zoom in on the exact words the pharaoh had chiseled into this giant rock. The translation is incredibly dramatic. It reads, "Israel is laid waste, its seed is not." Sounds like a pretty final apocalyptic end, right? Well, hold your horses, don't let the ancient propaganda fool you. We are looking at some prime ancient Egyptian fake news. This was a standard victory formula back then, carved purely for political spin to make the pharaoh look invincible. Obviously, Israel was not completely wiped off the map.
So why does this matter? Let's uncover that in Part 3, the secret hidden in hieroglyphs.
If the text is basically a political lie, why is this stone considered the holy grail for modern historians and archaeologists? The answer is buried deep within the symbols themselves. It's time to put on our detective hats, grab our magnifying glasses, and decipher the code. You see, Egyptian hieroglyphs don't just use letters. They use determinatives, symbols that tell you what kind of word you're looking at. The symbols next to cities like Ashkelon and Gezer denote a settled city or kingdom. But when researchers got to the word Israel, they found something totally different. The specific hieroglyph attached to Israel doesn't mean a settled city-state. It denotes a wandering people or an ethnic community.
And this right here is the real treasure. This tiny symbol carved in rock brilliantly proves that over 3 millennia ago, the mighty Egyptian empire officially recognized a distinct group of people called Israel, living in the region of Canaan. It's not just a name drop, it's proof of a living, breathing, nomadic community. One stone with one tiny hidden symbol totally cracked wide open our understanding of when this community actually emerged in the ancient Near East.
Let's move on to our final chapter, Part 4, Where to Find the Stele. If this adventure has you itching to see this incredible artifact with your own eyes, here is your actual, real-world treasure map to complete this quest yourself today. Step 1. Head to the Egyptian Museum in Tahrir Square, Cairo. Step 2. Make your way down to the ground floor. Step 3. Look for the colossal, monumental statues of Amenhotep III and his wife, and then look to your right. Step 4. Boom! You've discovered the Israel Stele. Suddenly, this ancient mystery is a tangible quest right in the modern world.
I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. Just think about the sheer irony here. How did a 3,200-year-old piece of political propaganda, an empty, boastful lie meant to glorify a pharaoh, become the absolute most vital historical proof of an ancient civilization's existence? Sometimes,
The greatest historical truths are found only when we decipher the oldest lies. Thanks for joining me on this expedition through today's explainer, and I'll see you on the next adventure.